afternoon to everyone here. I'm Rahman and today I'm here to speak on how architecture helps in the development of a nation. Our world faces environmental and social challenges at a scale. Our world faces environmental and social challenges at a scale that requires the attention of everyone, from individuals to nations to international organizations. Building and development professionals bear a particular responsibility to lead the world in the search for long-term, practical ideas and ways to use our resources in a sustainable manner. With the help of architectural engineers, our world has become more advanced. Architectural engineers use logic and scientific methods to come up with effective designs to make things more convenient for people. Architecture is also an indication of development. Places that were once deserts or barren land are now transformed into cities. Modern architecture also ensures that our dwellings can withstand the worst of natural calamities. Finally, I would like to conclude by saying that architecture matters because there is a strong need for buildings that support human activities. After all, there can be no company, no business empire without architecture. Good afternoon.
Greetings to one and all present here. I am Rohan Gupta standing here to speak on the role of scientists in the field of agriculture. But first, I'd like to tell you who a scientist is. According to the Oxford Dictionary, the word scientist means someone who conducts scientific experiment to advance knowledge in the areas of interest. So now, the first scientist, Dr. Norman E., was the founder of HIV seeds, which started the Green Revolution. Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, you must have studied him about in the previous grade. He's also known as the father of Green Revolution in India. So it led to large increase in crop production by the use of artificial fertilizers, pesticides in many countries. It resulted in a nationwide development as it provided food to the growing population. The future of farming is not going to be the same as it is today. This is because the population is increasing and so is the demand for the food. This sector is the one which needs the most development. So the scientists have taken a step forward as the entrepreneurs world and are working on a concept known as smart farming, which is the key to the future in the field of agriculture. Smart farming is a farming management concept used by using the modern technology to increase the quantity and quality of agriculture. Also, the drones are now being used to monitor the growth of crops. Also, as you friends said, that Amazon is making so much money. Let me tell you, it started because computers were invented by the scientists.
Good afternoon. Today I, Vidisha, am here to tell how scientists helped in the national development through medicine. Scientists at the frontiers of medical research about nature with twin aims of uncovering facts and formulating laws. Medical scientists and physicians research and test new procedures that can help prevent, diagnose and cure disease, as well as they help in developing new drugs and medicines that can lessen symptoms and treat ailments. The father of medicine, Hippocrates, was known as the greatest physician in his time. He held the belief that illness had physical and rational explanation. He traveled throughout Greece practicing medicine and also opened a medical school in Greece. He accurately described the symptoms of diseases and was the first physician to accurately describe the symptoms of pneumonia. As a result, the nation is facing chronic disease epidemic with a national rising rates of health disease, stroke, cancer, diabetes, etc. And that is where science matters. By generating new knowledge and fueling innovation, scientists solve problems on how national and global health challenges can be solved. Where the musicians use their minds, instruments and voices to create new rhythms, the researchers use science and technology to make use of science to make the music of medicine. You might say that scientists cannot become entrepreneurs, but that's not the truth. For example, Indra Nui, she completed her B.Pharm in chemistry and did her MBA, and now is the CEO of PepsiCo company.
A very pleasant afternoon to one and all present here. My name is Nandita Nayar and I'm here to sum up all the points that my friends have presented. There is no doubt that science and technology has led towards the development of our country and indeed the whole world. The scientific community has ever since been responsible and actively participating in the development of our country. Lauding their effort, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi hailed the scientific community. To quote, he tweeted, on National Science Day, my greetings and best wishes to our scientific community. Their contribution to nation building and advancement is paramount. My friends have already mentioned and emphasized about how majorly the contribution of the innovations of scientists have helped develop almost every single thing we use today. Moreover, even rural villages are transformed into modern urban communities through science and technology. Now, this has all been possible only because of the development and the availability of infrastructure, medicine and vaccines, electronics, artificial intelligence, and so on. So, these are some of the most important contributing factors which scientists have made. And if scientists hadn't contributed to the world wouldn't have reached this point. Because of science, we have technology, we have buildings, we have transport and communication, to just name a few. However, the most important thing that science has contributed to the world is knowledge. Without scientists, how would we have knowledge about the air we breathe, what we are made of, the cells in our body, why do stars shine, and so on. And I believe that without science, the world would have been a lot smaller. So lastly, I would like to conclude by quoting APJ Abdul Kalam, a renowned scientist himself. He says that science is the true driving force of nation development, since it brought the modern civilization where it is today. Thank you.